Number 1, what is the best way to look for a job?
The best way to look for a job is to surf the internet, to use different websites, and probably to send resumes.
Number 2, how do you apply for a job?
People usually apply for a job sending their resumes and cover letters.
Number 3, which websites do you use to search for a job?
I usually use Headhunter.
Number 4, when is the best time to look for a job?
The best time to look for a job is when you need this job.
Number 5, when was the last time you were offered a job?
The last time I was offered a job was about 8 years ago.
Number 6, what is the next step after having a job interview?
The next step after having a job interview is just to wait if you will be offered this job or not.
Number 7, what is the most amount of people you were interviewed by?
I was always interviewed by only one person.
Number 8, why do you think it is difficult to be hired at some companies?
Sometimes it's difficult to be hired at some companies because they have high demands.
Number 9, what types of jobs require candidates to be recruited?
I think different types of companies.
Number 10, do you think it is easier to land a job or lose a job?
It depends. Sometimes it's very easy to get a job, and sometimes it's very easy to lose it.
Number 11, how do you feel when you get a job?
Of course, I feel happy when getting a job.
Number 12, why is it not advisable to work 24/7?
It's really not advisable to work 24/7 because it's very hard and the person can have different health issues.
Number 13, who do you know that works 9 to 5?
Many people work 9 to 5. My father does.
14, who do you know that works as a teacher?
My mother works as a teacher.
Number 15, what was the last place you worked at?
My last place and the place where I have been working now is the same.
Number 16, what was your favorite company to work for?
Probably now I work in the educational center, and this is my favorite job.
Number 17, what types of companies go on strike most often?
People sometimes work at some companies with very bad work conditions and low salaries. That's why they go on strike.
Number 18, why do you think it is difficult to run a company?
I'm sure it's difficult to run a company because the person has a lot of responsibilities and he's responsible for people who work there too.
Number 19, what is the best way to handle a rude customer?
Maybe the best way to handle a rude customer is just to ignore him.
Number 20, what is the best way to deal with incompetent workers?
The best way is to deal with him is to fire him.
Number 21, when do you try to schedule free time?
I always try to schedule my day, but I don't schedule free time.
Number 22, how often do you take a day off?
I don't take a day off because I have 2 days off during a week.
Number 23, what is your favorite time to have a day off?
I prefer to have my day off when all my family is at home and we can spend time together.
Number 24, why do employees get sick leave?
People may be ill, that's why they usually get sick leave.
Number 25, why do you think it is important to be on paternity leave?
It's very important to be on maternity or paternity leave because till the baby is 3 years old, he needs a lot of attention, time, and care from his parents.
Number 26, do you prefer to work the day or night shift?
I would prefer to work day shift.
Number 27, how many times have you worked overtime in the last month?
I have never worked overtime at my last work, and I didn't work overtime last month.
Number 28. What are some reasons workers get fired?
Among some reasons to get fired is not to be punctual, for example.
Number 29. What are some reasons to be dismissed from a job?
The person can be dismissed from a job because of not handling his job responsibilities.
Number 30. Do you know someone who's been laid off?
Yes, I know. In my work, one girl has been dismissed, has been laid off recently.
Number 31. What is the reason for ousting someone from a company?
Probably the reason can be nepotism, to oust someone from the company.
Number 32. What is the purpose of a pink slip?
The purpose of a pink slip is to tell the person that his contract is determined.
Number 33. Why is it considerate to give a 2 weeks notice instead of quitting on the spot?
Probably it's important to give a 2 weeks contract in order to give an opportunity for the employer to find another person instead of you.
Number 34. What is the proper way to resign?
I don't know, but maybe the proper way to resign is to give a 2 weeks notice.
Number 35. Why do you think executives get a golden parachute?
Executives get a golden parachute because they have a lot of work, and they handle job responsibilities, and they have got high salaries, and probably it will be difficult for them to find new job very quickly, and maybe this money will help him or her.
Number 36. What is the benefit to getting a severance package?
The benefit to getting a severance package is that the person can invest this money, or he can buy something expensive.
Number 37. When was the last time you quit a job?
The last time I quitted a job was about 13 years ago.
Number 38. How many years does it take to retire in your field?
It takes about 40 years to retire.
Number 39. At what age do most people stop working?
In our country, men usually stop working at the age of 63 and women at the age of 58, but next year men will retire at the age of 65 and women at the age of 63.